Hi and welcome. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is March 24, 2020. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. Hope you like the content. You come back for more. Today I want to do some reseller news. I got quite a few windows open up and I want to get right to it because I know you guys are busy. But before I get started, I just want to say I hope everybody is safe and sound wherever you are. As you all know, with this coronavirus thing going on here, we're all homebound, so to speak. So if you are an eBay seller or just a general e-commerce seller, whatever platform you're selling on, I'm wishing you guys all the best, just like I'm wishing myself all the best. But I'm going to have to do a little strategy here to try to boost sales up because, to be honest with you, my sales had flatlined quite some time ago, before this even was happening. So I'm hoping things will change for the better, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, I hope you could stick around because I got some windows I want to share with you guys. And before I do get started with that, I just want to let you guys know that I do not read everything verbatim on these websites. I will give you the URL and tell you where I got the information from, and the rest is up to you to pick up where I left off. And lastly, I do not have any affiliation links with these websites whatsoever. I get them through Google Alerts, and in turn, I want to share it with you out there because the way I look at life is this way. Better informed, the better you'll be, I should say. That's how I look at it. You know what they say, information is power. So I just want to keep you guys in the loop, keep you abreast of what's going on. That's what my YouTube channel is all about. I'm also a vlogger though. There's going to be occasions where I'll be talking about different topics and different subjects. So I hope you guys don't mind and just stick around. And I hope you will become a subscriber. And if you are visiting for the first time, I just want to say welcome. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Okay, the next 7 windows are going to be from tamebay.com. And let me give you the URL. It's www.tamebay.com. Okay. This story goes on to say here, eBay emergency listing restrictions to kill price gouging. Now, as we all know, there's been a big thing about that there. eBay and Amazon has been lifting ads that, or I should say listings that pertaining with price gouging on hand sanitizers, paper towels, toilet paper, and so on and so forth. And there's going to be another story, excuse me, coming up on CNET. It's going to talk about what else Amazon's doing, that they're going to go after these sellers. You'll see what I'm talking when we get to the CNET one. But right now, let me cover this story first. I was going to keep it all, put them out of sync a little, but I want to keep all the TameBay stories together, and then we'll get to the other one with Amazon. So you're going to find that kind of interesting too. Anyway, so let's read a little into this here. I gave you URL. Like I said, it's going to be for the next 7 windows you can see here. There's 7 up here for TameBay. And this story came out March 23rd, 2020. The title is, again, eBay Emergency Listings Restrictions to Kill Price Gouging. And this was by Chris Dawson. And it goes on to say, eBay has been monitoring the sale of vital essential supplies, things like face masks, hand sanitizers, and cleaning wipes. Unfortunately, there remained a number of sellers, not all, who are business sellers, looking to exploit the situation with what can only be considered price gouging. To address this, with the immediate effect, eBay emergency listing restrictions have been implemented to limit the sales of these products to a very small number of sellers. Now, I'm not going to get too much because, like I said, I got a lot of windows open up. The whole premise behind me bringing this information to you so to keep you guys aware of it. And the other thing I want to also say too, in regards to giving you those URLs, I highly recommend that you definitely go to the website directly itself. For the simple reason is they have active hyperlinks in there, which you see over here. You can see the arrow turns into a hand. These are all active hyperlinks. Sometimes they embed active hyperlinks in the story itself. So I definitely recommend you go to the website itself. Now, without getting too much into it, I'm gonna skip around because, like I said, I got too many windows open up, and I know you guys are busy. You got other things going on, so I don't want to take too much of your time. This one goes on to say really quick here. Skip into this part here. It says eBay emergency listing restrictions. Just to give you a little overview, it says unapproved sellers attempting to sell these items will find their listings blocked or removed, and their account may be suspended. Please keep that in mind, folks. If you are, an active seller on eBay, they're putting it out here. That's why I'm throwing the information out there to you guys. It goes, approved sellers may sell correspondent products in the following approved categories only: business and office, industrial, healthcare, lab and dental, medical, lab and dental supplies, and disposable face masks; health and beauty, healthcare, hand sanitizers; business office, industrial, cleaning and janitorial supplies, cleaning and disinfectants, and cleaning wipes and pads. eBay will sweep all other categories for restricted or banned items listed outside of the approved categories. All banned or restricted items placed in the wrong categories will be removed, even if the seller is approved. Okay, so keep that in mind. And then you can read more in here. It says restrictions on consumer selling's coming soon. So they're already preempting you that there's more to come with this year as this progresses. And from what I've been reading and hearing on the news, this isn't going to subside. Matter of fact, they expect it to get worse as time goes on, and it's not the type of news you want to hear, especially being in this line of work or any kind of industry. I mean, I feel bad for everybody, including myself. There were people out there. I was looking. One of these guys I follow on YouTube was saying he's got a YouTube channel. He's a seller, and he goes, "eBay came back to life." Well, I would say maybe for you it did, not to me. Not for me and not for a lot of people. But hey, if it did, more kudos to you. I wish you all the best. All right, so I'm not going to get too much into that there. Let me go to the next window. You can check it out again. I'm going to click these out as I go along. Here's another one here. Amazon may collect. I'm not going to give you URL because, like I said, I gave you URL already. I like to give the dates, though, so you know it's current. Amazon may collect and deliver coronavirus tests in the UK. This is, again, by Chris Dawson, March 23rd, 2020. It says the FT reports that the government, excuse me, folks, the government has approached Amazon and other logistic companies to ask for assistance for delivery coronavirus tests. Normally, it would be unthinkable for the government to approach the likes of Amazon to perform public health service function like this, but these are unprecedented times, and Amazon have already been clearing their operations, dumping service for small businesses by suspending the incoming FBA shipments for all but essential supplies, and now in France and Italy quarantining stock already in FBA and only selling and shipping essential supplies belonging to merchants. Their rationale is that the mother with the new born baby needs and nappies and baby formula much more than you or I need a new swing ball set for the garden while the kids are off to school. And basically what they're saying here is that this overtakes whatever people look for. They need this year. They got to take care of this year. So they may suspend or put other things aside for a while. But anyway, you could check that out, and let's move right along. Gets interesting by the days, folks. Here's one by Tame Bay. I know it's a little off the subject, but I'm going to put it out there because tax time is coming up. We still have to do it regardless, right? It says IRS to extend payment deadline to July 2020. So for those of us who are sitting there saying, "Oh, April's coming right around the corner, I got to do my taxes," here's a little relief for now, right? It gives you a little leadway to get your papers and all your paperwork and consolidated, and hopefully, I don't know how much more sales I could have. So for me, it's not going to be too much there. But I mean, you start the file regardless, right? Anyway. Again, this came out March 23rd, 2020. IRS payment relief. We'll read a little over here. It says over here, the IRS Treasury Department has extended an income tax payment deadline to July 15, 2020 for both individuals and corporations as a response to the COVID-19 outbreak. The deadline for filing taxes is April 15, 2020, and so the IRS urges those owed a refund to file as quickly as possible. I'm not going to be getting any money back. So for me, if I take it to July, it doesn't matter to me because I'm not in that income bracket where I'm going to get something back. So, Anyway, it goes on to say individuals' income tax payment deadlines for individual returns with due date with the April 15, 20 are automatically extended until July 15, 2020 for up to $1 million in their 2019 tax due. I wish I could only say I have $1 million to honor that. Anyway, and then they got the corporations and so on and so forth. So I just thought I'd throw that out there, guys, so This way, it might take a little stress off you thinking about, because what's going on with this coronavirus thing and taxes and stuff like that. I figured just let me throw it out this way. It'll help you out. Like I said before, the better informed, the better you'll be, right? Okay, let's bounce back out of here. All right, I think I talked about this in one of my other videos. eBay had sent the notification out that their customer service now are working from home. To be honest with you, before all this was going on, I didn't really have too much of wait time when I used to contact the eBay teammates. They got, I don't know, I mean, in some cases, I have to honestly say, before all this stuff started, I don't know, I was lucky if I was on the phone for 5 minutes in some cases. Some cases, it was a lot longer, no doubting, it was definitely a lot longer. I'm talking before the coronavirus thing came into play. But, they gave a heads up on this here that this is what's going to happen. So it's nothing new to me, but for those who are new, I want to share this information with you. So I'm going to go ahead and just read a little into this, and then we're going to go to the next ones, the next windows here. It says eBay customer service agent now working from home. This story came out by Chris Dawson, March 23rd, 2020. It says eBay has completed the massive task of turning thousands of eBay customer service agents into home workers in the U.S. It says this process is being carried out by eBay across the world, and if it's not already completed in Europe, eBay customer service agents will also be working from home. And then it goes on to say here, at the same time, eBay are facing a massive increase in calls, and so they're having to make changes into how they handle the contact with the sellers. Okay, don't expect to get the telephone support instant to pick up a phone. It's a time to get used to slower response via email for the foreseeable future. So that's nothing new. Just to throw it out there, you guys, I'm sure this is nothing new that people are going to sit there thinking like this is not going to happen. It's inevitable. With everybody working at home and stuff like that, and with everything going around just in general, it's a crazy situation. So yeah. Anyway, you can still get in touch with them. You just that your wait time's gonna be a lot longer. That's all. All right. With that aside, let's move to the next window. This one is the title is "Call to all marketplace sellers: Please do not lay off staff." Well, that's easy for some people to say and, to do, but for not everybody. First of all, I don't have a staff. I'm a solo guy here. I work by myself. I'll lay myself off. No, seriously. If there is if you're not making any sales, what are you going to do if you have workers hanging around? You're going to pay them anyway, unless you have a big reserve account for slow times like this here. I don't see it happening. I wish everything could work out for people. You tell me. I'm working solo right now, and I'm not getting anything done. I don't have nothing to do right now at this point in time. Well, at least I'm doing something very creative. I'm putting a video out to share information with you guys. So to me, that's just as important. I'd love to be making money on eBay, but right now, with the way times are, it's a little difficult to achieve that goal. Anyway, this story came out again by Chris Dawson, March 23rd, 2020. We heard from large numbers of sellers who have run a perfectly viable businesses for years, decades in some cases, who have seen sales drop to zero or close to zero. Well, mine did drop to zero. And we know you are facing a hard decision to lay off staff and shut down and now carry on the trading and go bust later. Today, we are appealing to you not to lay off staff. Look, I don't know what else to say with this here. This is a crisis going on. If it's affecting the big companies, no doubt it's going to it's going to affect small business guys like us. Like I said again, I'm working solo, but for the people that do have that run warehouses, whatever, or big businesses on a large infrastructure, like I have a small storage area where I keep my stuff. I'm not a high volume seller, but for people who do, and they do have staff to run this here to help them with their day-to-day operations, I don't know how that you're going to handle that there. Like I said again, we don't know how long this is going to go on. And even if you're a company that has insurance or whatever to keep things going on in a situation like this, in a crisis, eventually that money's going to run out, right? I mean, how much could you keep affording, especially if you got to pay health care and stuff? And we'll see. I mean, I know they have that stimulus package in place, but I don't know when that's going to happen eventually. That may be of help, But I don't know. I mean, if you watched the president's, he had a press conference yesterday. I think it was for yesterday. I think it was March 23rd. It was on Fox News, I believe, or one of those news channels, and he was talking about that and stuff. So I don't know what to say, folks. We're all in dire straits right now. For all the companies, if you guys can keep people, your workers there, more power to you. But if it was me right now, if I had to call that shot, make that call, it would be pretty hard for me. Not that I'd want to, but depending on how many workers you have and how many, what are you going to do? You're going to keep people around just sitting there and doing nothing all day. That's basically what it's all about. Myself, I mean, I sit here doing research when I'm not doing the videos. I do research. Plus, I do research on what I want to do, share with you guys on this YouTube channel. So yeah, that takes a good part of my day up. But for the most part, if I didn't have this with eBay, I mean, I could only do so much research, and I could only get so much stuff done throughout the course of the day. It wouldn't pay for me to, I couldn't do it. Let's put it that way. I wouldn't be able to afford to do what these people are doing. But I hope you guys out there who are in a situation like this will able to help your employees out. It's really sad times right now we're in with this here, but I don't know what else to say. So yeah, I'm not going to read too much into this here. It's kind of sad to think about it, but what can I say, right? We could only hope for the best. All right, let's move right along. It says Amazon will stop shipping non-essential items in Italy and France. This is basically almost like the same story, but I'll just cut a little into it. This was March 23rd, 2020. It says, according to reports, like I said, I'm not going to read too much because some of it sounds like the same thing we read earlier. According to reports, Amazon announced that it will no longer be shipping non-essential products to consumers in Italy and France during the COVID-19 outbreak. So again, here's what they're talking about. The essential categories, Amazon has stopped selling and replenishing the stock you have in France and Italy, unless it falls under the following 6 categories: baby products, health and household, baby personal care, including personal care appliances, grocery, industrial, and scientific, and pet supplies. This means they have gone from delaying the seller income to cutting it off entirely. There is currently no option to have your stock sent back to be sold elsewhere. And then it goes on, we'll say, will the UK be affected? Again, you could read more into this here. All right, let's bump out of this one here. This is the story you'd be looking for, folks. Again, you can find these stories on Amazon, on Tamebay.com. Okay, let's bump out of here. Last window for Tamebay. Fulfilled by Amazon fees change April 1st, 2020. This came out by Chris Dawson, March 23rd, 2020. It says, although Amazon aren't accepting most products into FBA before the 5th of April, don't forget that there are fulfilled by Amazon fee changes due to take effect on the 1st of April 2020, except where otherwise stated, which will be applicable in all Amazon European marketplaces. You can find full announcement in Seller Central. Now, this is what I'm trying to tell you. See over here, all the things in red, sometimes they're in blue. These are active hyperlinks. This is why I tell you guys, you got to go directly to the window, to the website to read more into this, because you're not going to read it off my YouTube video. I mean, this video here, you can pause it, but I'm not going to scroll all the way down. So you're going to be missing out. So you're going to need to go to the website itself. Okay, last on Tamebay, we're going to check this one out for CNET. Check this one out. Look at that one, right? Yes, that's from CNET. Let me give you URL. It's www.cnet.com. Can't make this stuff up, folks. That's why I like to give you guys the URLs where I get this information from. Because if I told you otherwise, you'd say, this guy's, woo, he's cuckoo. They also have a video here if you want to play it. I'm not going to play it, but let's read a little into this. Now, this came out March 6, 2020. It's not like it just happened yesterday, March 23rd or 24th, but it goes on to Amazon plans to prosecute sellers for price gouging during the coronavirus outbreak. It says it's taken down hundreds of thousands of highly priced products. Now, look, I'm all against price gouging. On my listings, I only have 124, I believe, and it has nothing to do with anything whatsoever. I'm not selling hand sanitizer, paper towels, toilet paper, any of that stuff. So a person like myself, this wouldn't pertain to, and I'm a registered seller on Amazon, but I do not sell on Amazon, is what I'm saying. Basically, all my listings are on eBay. That's my go-to one. So for me, this wouldn't pertain to me, but for those of you out there who are Amazon sellers, take note of this here, okay, what's going on here. Again, this came out March 6, 2020. It's not old. Well, it's days old, but not old. It says Amazon is cracking down on price gouging during the spread of COVID-19. And then again, I gave you URL for this here. So again, these are all active hyperlinks, but they did it with little red lines there. Okay. It says Amazon is cracking down on sellers who price gouging on items like hand sanitizer, face mask during the spread of the coronavirus in response to Wednesday's letter sent to Edward J. Markey that warned Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos about price inflations. Vice President of Amazon Public Policy Brian Huseman wrote that the company is working with multiple state attorney general to prosecute the worst offenders. See that, folks? Amazon said it is monitoring the site, aggressively enforcing its policy, and has taken down hundreds of thousands of high-priced products and suspended thousands of accounts. The company also said it's removed millions of products claiming to cure COVID-19. That's the stuff I don't like when I hear stories like that there. You know, we're in a crisis right now. The last thing people should be doing is coming out with scams and, you know, trying to take advantage of the system, what's going on here as far as like this crisis in regards to hoarding toilet paper and hand sanitizers. See, let's share this story really quick. One guy or a couple brothers or whoever it was, a bunch of eBay sellers, I think the eBay sellers, eBay, Amazon, they were hoarding, they bought 18,000 bottles, if I understood the story right, 18,000 bottles of hand sanitizer to relist them, resell them on either eBay or Amazon. And I don't know what happened. Maybe somebody snitched on them. Who knows? All I know is the listing's removed. Now they got all this stuff here, and the way I understand the story, they ended up donating that to some of their stores or some, I don't know, they ended up donating a lot of it. So basically all they did was they bought all this stuff. I mean, they bought all this hand sanitizer, thinking they're going to make a killing during a crisis, which is wrong, selling these things for exuberant prices, and look what happens. They're stuck with all these. Now, Costco did a little news thing. It's going to come up right now. Check this out. Costco, this is from, let me give you the URL, KMOV, it's www.kmov.com, right? Costco not accepting returns on toilet paper, sanitizer, and other items. So for you guys at this, and this story was posted today, March 24th, 2020. So anybody that is going to go out there and hoard all this stuff, buy tons of it, whatever, and then say, if you're a small-time seller like me, which I don't hoard stuff like that, and then bring it home and say, well, we got all this toilet paper, paper towel, sanitizer, water, rice, whatever, Lysol. What are we going to do now? Oh, I got it. We bought it all at Costco in bulk. We'll give it back to them. They're telling you they're not accepting returns on these items. So if anybody out there is thinking, you're going to get on a gravy train, I'm going to do this here, more power to you. I don't. I will never, as long as I'm running this my own business and doing it my way, I will never, and I repeat, never will ever embark and try to capitalize during a crisis, especially if something is well needed for other people. I will never do that. If you look at my listings now, and I don't have any other eBay channels, accounts. The only one I have is the Shop RJ Pasini for great deals. I have 124 listings, I believe, right now. And to be truthful, folks, you could look at all those listings. There is nothing related on there that pertains to the COVID-19 crisis that we're going through right now. I feel it's wrong. I would never do it. Okay? The only thing I will say for those who do think about doing that, not that I'm sounding contradicting, if you are going to buy stuff like that with those purposes, which I wouldn't do, if you're going to, don't overstep the pricing on it. I mean, if you want to make a couple of bucks is one thing, but I mean, there are people selling these things for ridiculous amounts of money. It's crazy. It's crazy out there what people are selling these things for. I mean, I didn't want to really get too much into it. Let's just read a little into this, though, okay? And keep note, folks, this story came out March 24th, 2020. Now, again, people may say, well, I don't know. I can't speak as a broad spectrum. That's going to be all the Costco stores. Like, I don't know if that was an internal memo that went throughout the states and saying, this is what I don't want these items returned. Or is it just for this one here? But it says over here, signs that, yeah, okay, here you go. Okay, I didn't get a chance to read that little part. Please forgive me about that. It says signs like this are popping up at Costco stores across the country. Okay, so people are buying it. Let me just get a swig of water, getting dry mouth here. People are buying these things in bulk. God knows, because Costco you can buy it in bulk, right? They probably got their garage or their basement or whatever filled up with these things. And because, you know what happens? It's like that old saying, the law of supply and demand. Once the law of supply and demand is made, there's no need for all of this here. So if people are buying all this stuff, you got all the. But let's be realistic. Let's look at this on a realistic way. All right, I'm sorry, I'm laughing because it's kind of funny, but at the same time, look at the things listed here: toilet paper, paper towels, sanitizer wipes, water, rice, and Lysol. If worse comes to worse, keep it. You'll be set for the next 6 months or whatever it is, 4 months, whatever, depending on how much you use this stuff. You know, chalk it up as an investment rather than trying to get it back and get your money back. You know? So, it is what it is. But let's read into it. It says Phoenix. It says over here, if Costco customers have a regret about hoarding popular items such as toilet paper, hand sanitizer, paper towels, they're out of luck. It says the big box store confirmed to Arizona's family it will not issue returns for things bought in bulk during a coronavirus panic. I didn't get a chance to read this, folks. That's why I'm just sharing this with you. I don't get a chance to read these things. We do it together. That's what's a good thing about this channel, my YouTube channel here. We get to share the information together. It's a learning process on both ends for you and I. So it goes on to say Costco added customers can visit their local warehouses for details on the developing situation. Costco did not say why it changed its usual flexible return policy, but part of it may be safety. According to the Centers for Disease and Control Prevention, the coronavirus could live on plastic or hard materials up to 3 days and on cardboard up to 24 hours. The warehouse stores also have been busy with customers lining up outside of the store, so workers may not have the time to handle returns. Photos posted on social media sites from Costco fan sites like Costco Insider and Costco Buys showed the items unable to be returned, and the toilet paper and paper towels and sanitizer wipes, water, rice, and Lysol, and many other. And many people praised the move on Instagram. Okay. This is latest Arizona Corona news updates from Arizona Family Newsroom. Serves hoarders right. I worked in a retail during the Y2K panic, and we had to do the same thing. One commenter said it kind of puts them in their place. Like, you can't be doing that. Take advantage of people during a national crisis. Another customer said. Okay, and what, they got some more stuff here? All right, so just advertisements, I guess. All right. Well, that concludes this video. I hope you found the information helpful, and if you did, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated as to when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is March 24th, 2020, and I just want to say again thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. And if this is the first time visiting my YouTube channel, I like to do the reseller news, the Let's Talk eBay, and I'm also a vlogger. So there may be times I will be covering different topics and subjects that may be of interest to you. If any of that all sounds just interesting, please don't forget to subscribe. And I'm wishing all of you guys out there who are e-commerce sellers, no matter what platform you're selling on, whether it be eBay, Amazon, Etsy, Mercari, whatever it is, I'm wishing you all the best in sales. Until next time, bye-bye for now.